Hello, my name is Julia and this is my science project. How does changing the temperature of the dye bath affect the dye brightness? For this project, my partner and I used a lot of research. We researched what dyes was the best to use, what mordant was the most useful, and the time and temperature that led to the best results. Our hypothesis was if you change the temperature of the dye bath to a colder temperature, then the result will be brighter because the cold dye will only allow the cell wall to open up a little bit, which prevents the dye from filling up the cell. Our variables and controls were: the independent variable was the temperature in the dye bath, the dependent variable was the dye's brightness, and the control variable was the mordant, the eggs, and the dye. Our materials were 2 boiled eggs, 1 cup of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of salt as a mordant, and 1 bowl or container. Our procedure was: we boiled 2 eggs, we got 1 container and a bowl, then we poured 1 cup of soy sauce into the bowl. After that, we put our mordant, salt, and the eggs in the dye bath. After waiting for 2 hours, we took out the eggs and peeled the eggshells. Next, we used our qualitative and quantitative observations to find the hue, saturation, and brightness. This is our data table. As you can see, the third trial is the lowest in hue, the highest in saturation, and the lowest in brightness, which means that it was the most pigmented. This is our graph, and from the graph you can see that the first trial, which was the lowest temperature of the dye bath, was the lowest on hue, the second highest on saturation, and the second highest on brightness. Our conclusion is that our hypothesis was correct because when we used cold dye bath, the mordant didn't dissolve and the cell walls opened up only a little bit, which led to a less pigmented egg. So only a little bit of the dye stuck to the fabric. These are some of our pictures. Thank you.